I am acknowledging the land that I currently live, the Nam in Melbourne, and pay my respect to the elder past and present. And also, it's important that it's important to recognize that for the last 1 year, especially, we have witnessed the escalation of an ongoing genocide against the Palestinian people. The acknowledgement extends as well as to the people of Sudan, Lebanon, Afghanistan, Armenia, Ukraine, Kashmir, Yemen, and numerous of other occupied lands where the brutality of the ongoing colonization continues. So it's a really pleasure to be here today, again for the third time in Lahore in 1 year. And one of the reasons, literally, me applying for single entry visa each time, I didn't know I'm going to come back again, was meeting each time amazing and beautiful and kind people, which either in Karachi or in Quetta or in Lahore. And last time it was a beautiful chance to meet musicians, especially at the hostel of NCA, where met these amazing musicians. And because my work is about the music and joy, so the work we're showing at the Lahore Fort is about history of camellias in Australia and how finding one old dusty rhubarb made me to having number of journeys, writing poetry and connecting with descendant people, especially with the First Nations, the indigenous people of Australia. So tonight is literally we thought like simply we offer some sounds and you can hear firsthand those musical instruments that the Camellia people from South Asia, especially from today's Afghanistan, Pakistan, and India, brought these sounds and this musical instrument to countries like Australia. And that's why we decided to have these instruments in particular, which is rhubarb, played by Amir Singari. And this rhubarb is a Afghanistani type rhubarb. And then we have sitar, played by Kashif Javed. And this sitar is from Chitral, the type of sitar. And tabla, played by Shafaqat Ali, is from North India. And also we have some vocal by Ishtiyaq Hussain. It's very similar to the diversity of camellias in Australia, being from different regions. And to cut it short, I'm going to read one poem which I wrote throughout these journeys I had in outback Australia and meeting the descendants of camellias and indigenous people. And on the back, you will see some footage based on those journeys. I write in my mother tongue, which is Farsi. مرد سفید لبخند زد و دستانمان را فشرد و ما باور کردیم، اما آنها شتر ما را می‌خواستند، نه ما را. از غزنی تا کراچی، از کابل تا کلکته، از زابل تا آزاد کشمیر، بر کشتی‌های عظیم آورده شدیم به این سرزمین دور و راه افتادیم همراه با شتران خیش که به نام می شناختیم. از آدلاید تا پورتوگاستا ریلبند می بردیم و در راه بازگشت از معادن آلتونگا طلا می آوردیم و در نهایت همه چیز و لندن فرستاده میشد و سهم ما تنها 2 پوند در ماه بود و سرپناه فلزی که خود ساخته بودیم و عرق و دلتنگی بیشمار. The white man smiled and shook our hands, and we believed him, but it was our camels he wanted, not us. From Ghazni to Karachi, from Kabul to Calcutta, from Zabul to Azad Kashmir, they brought us here to this distant land on great ships, and we set off with our camels whom we knew by names. We carried railway sleepers from Adelaide to Port Augusta. We traveled for 3 months from Murray to Tennant Creek, carrying cables for telegraphs. And we brought back gold from the Altonga mines. We traveled from Bourke to Cloncurry, carrying cotton, and in the end everything was sent back to London. And our share was just £2 a month and an iron hut we built ourselves, and sweat and longing, endless longing. The more time passed, the more the white man's smile faded. We weren't allowed to bring our families or ever call here home. At sunset, we opened up to the willy wagtail bird, so it would carry our messages to our loved ones. And we became friends with the First Nations people. Since our outlook were similar, our loneliness and our pride were similar. They were also wounded by the white man, wounded more deeply. Back when the white man smiled and shook their hands before he murdered the whole clan. They taught us the real name of their country. Whenever we lost, they gave us directions. When we were sick, they gave us bush medicine. And they showed us springs, and we drank from the same spring. We sat by the fire and played rhubarb and cooked chapati and curry. And we were beholden to each other. A strange love arose between us, so that we became one, and we built a home away from home. Years passed, and when the roads and railways were built from south to north and from east to west, and the telegraph lines were ready, the white man said, "Your work is done. Go back where you came from." Our hearts shattered, and we were tired. We had become grey-bearded men But we were like children without mothers and without a homeland anywhere. One by one, our legs grew off searching, and we lost the way to the mosque. In the quiet plains of this country, you can still hear the sounds of our voices and our camels' bells ringing and our rebabs singing. And beside each spring, still our footprints remain. And when the Willy wagtail sings, he carries our messages with him.
Şini bahar dimi seyen belekele az Muyunna karişan, muyunna karişan Saylarken yasbe o sona jono karişan Muyunna karişan, muyunna perişan गिंडवर दुखर खाप के मनी ओशो तुमन गिंडवर दुखर खाप के मनी ओशो तुमन बुट जिगा बिलाना दामी हर कुश दुखरिशा युन्न करिशा सैलर के नियस बे ओ सोना जो करिशा युन्न करिशा अस्कुरिन बसंदे गसी हिकमोक मने जाना अस्कुरिन बसंदे गसी हिकमोक मने जाना हई हाल उयम नास्ति मना ओशो चूषा युन्न करिशा सैलर के नियस बे ओ सोना जो करिशा युन्न करिशा ओवर ने नसीर बसने घने गम के जुपुशिया ओवर ने नसीर बसने घने गम के जुपुशिया फिर दोस्त शोकुम बागुलो बात पियोसन फिर दोस्त शोकुम बागुलो बात पियोसन सैलर के नियस बे ओ सुना करिशा शीनी बहार दीन से बेलट ले आस करिशा 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 हस जींदों में नहीं संगी बरी बाकी शुले निंसदंदु सूची बरी बाकी हजार दुफिलैमी अस ए पिलां तू कौन कृष्णे हजार दुफिलैमी अस ए पिलां तू कौन कृष्णे नुपल तन तप निवल गई जी बरी बाके नुपल तन तप निवल गई जी बरी बाके सिची सही में बयम आखिर फुवन सिबिला सिची सही में बयम आखिर फुवन सिबिला ये मुँह असे काट जी दीरिची बरी बाकी ये मुँह असे काट जी दीरिची बरी बाकी एसल शेरबाज इसने करीन सलाम तो शही एसल शेरबाज इसने करीन सलाम तो शही खुलूसे बिरी जुअस येशी बरी बाके फुलों से बिरी जुअस येशी बरी बाके तुझे रुसवाई का डर है ना आया कहीं मेरा दुख तुझको भी एक दिन डुबो देगा बहुत गहरा समंदर है न आया कर बियस जींदो मिनई संगी बड़ी बाके बड़ी बाके बड़ी बाके बड़ी बाके
Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming. I again would like to thank Amir Singari with Rubab. and Shafaqat Ali with tabla, Kashif Javed with beautiful sitar, and Ishtiyaq Hussain, who shared with us songs and poetry from his mother tongue, which is Brushiski from Galit, from Hunza. So it's been such a beautiful pleasure to be here, and thank you so much for being amazing audience. Thank you.